Welcome to the fifth week of Kindness and Gratitude Summit and Giveaway. Tony Kaufman is proud to bring this to you with Eric Zuli, Dr. Dante Sears, and Dr. Lisa Brewer. Now, this is the first premier event of the year. And this time we have world-renowned speakers for you, such as Bill Walsh, Kate Linder, Omar Periu, Christopher Salem, Tina D. Lewis, Ronnie Tsunami, Kimberly Crow, Darren Adams, and Deborah Hollick. We have featured speakers here as well that are the newest and upcoming experts in their respective fields. Our category sponsors this year are Josiah Beijing for business development, Michael D. Butler for author development, Eric Zuli for new media, Dr. Dante Sears for wealth mastery, health and wellness with Dr. Fitness, sales and lead generation with Eric Zuli, and spirituality with Dr. Lisa Brewer. And don't forget, when you upgrade to your VIP ticket, you will be supporting the Better Vision for Children Foundation. This is an amazing 501c3, all volunteer foundation that is helping to prevent and eradicate child onset blindness. And now, without further ado, sit back, relax, but also take out your pen and paper. Welcome to the Week of Kindness, January 2023. Take it away. Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing today? Today is the last day, the day 4 of the Week of Kindness, and we are going to go out with as big of a bang as we came in. I can't wait. Yay. I'm looking backstage, you guys. You guys can't see what I see backstage. If you could, you'd be cracking up. I'm going to see if the lady of the hour, the woman who started all of this, the woman who continues it, Tony Kaufman, you ready to come up with me, sis? Or you all right? Okay, we're just doing a couple things. This is what we get with live productions, guys, with live productions. I have stretched people a little far this go around, I think, but we got it happening here. Hang on one second. I'm going to bring Tony up to the stage. Hello, sister. How are you?
Hi, baby.
Hi.
Can you hear me? I'm not on mute.
You are
We're ready.
fine. You are wonderful. You look radiant.
Thank you.
Good. How are
Wow,
you
Lisa.
doing?
So yeah, it's the last day. We're rounding it up.
We're
We're
wrapping it up, you
wrapping it
guys.
up.
We're literally wrapping it up, putting bows on it, wrapping it up. Um, but I do want to encourage everybody still share this out with your friends even today.
Yeah.
Still share this out with your friends. If you're watching this on YouTube or on Facebook and you've not registered yet, like gone to weekofkindness.com and gone on and registered so that you can get to see this for another week, because we are going to privatize all the videos, and then even further going on to VIP so that you can look over all of this information, all these videos, get access to all these offers for a full year.
I love
Yeah.
it. And folks, yes, we have been streaming on 3 shows at the same time. So this is the first time we try something like this. It's been quite an experience and experiment as we as we're always pushing boundaries, man.
Yes. But that's what we have to do, right? We're evolving, we're moving with the times, and we're making sure that we can reach all of you in the space in the way that you need to be reached. I think that's amazing.
So we got a comment in this morning from one of our speakers
Yeah.
who I don't know how many of you know about this, but there is a program where we turn ourselves into little avatars and we have this entire world. It's called Stream World and it's all been set up. So folks, if you want to play with us tonight, I'm going to be in the nightclub, the House of Grooves, inside of Stream World. And how you get a little avatar is really, really simple. So you just go to easywayawards.com. And by the way, I'm doing this especially for you because you know what? The Easy Way Golden Gala, the awards for the best of the speaker world, the author world, the healer world. You've heard the legends. You've heard Sharon Lecter. You've heard, so many folks talking about how they're receiving awards or they're giving awards during this entire 4 days. Well, guess what, guys? Running the Easy Way Awards gala that is on February the 11th. And I want you, if you can, go to EZ, the letter E, the letter Z, way, awards.com and register there so that you can create your little avatar. Again, if you want to come tonight, we're going to be in the House of Grooves at Stream World. So guess what, guys? You don't even have to go buy a dress. This is our little avatars are doing the dancing, they're doing the fun, they're doing the private chats, we're doing the networking all in a nightclub called the House of Grooves. So go to easywayawards.com and get your little avatar. Now I realize that a lot of you need a little bit of extra help getting one, making one, having fun with it. But we're doing this so that on February the 11th, your little avatar, gets to hang out with some of the best, most wonderful people in the world. And you've seen a lot of them here on our show, and you're about to see a couple more today. So we are the what they call the legends and the legendaries. I'm co-director of the Easy Way Awards, the Golden Gala, and Eric is the director. And I want to invite you, each of you, to come and explore the new metaverse on easywayawards.com. Get your little avatar. And that's my invitation to you to do two things: party with me tonight. And because we get to dance, our little avatars they dance much better than I do. And then on top of that, we get to play and go to the actual Golden Galas. So you guys, the paparazzi will be there. The expo hall is there. We have booths there, so you
Yes.
can visit and network. A whole new way of networking. Get off your Zoom camera, go over to the metaverse, and that's
Awesome.
called Stream World. But you get there through easywayawards.com.
That's awesome. That's going to be so much fun. So anyone that can join, it'll be after our last speaker tonight, Linda Kane. She'll be live much later tonight. So like about 6:45, almost 7 o'clock PST. So if you want to party it up late in the metaverse tonight, we can head
Party
over
hardy,
there.
Marty.
Yes, party. So, Tony, we have our first amazing guest today, and I don't want anyone, guys, let everyone know that Shiraz is in the house. Go get them, bring them back over here. The reality interventionist that he is, and I want to bring him up so that we can go on and get this party started today. What do you think?
I love it. Let's do it.
All
You guys
right,
ready?
awesome.
Now remember, you can see it on YouTube at Heart of Inspirations. You can see it on YouTube at Easy Way. Is it Production Network TV?
Yep, Easy Way Productions on YouTube, on
Easy Way
Facebook.
Productions on YouTube.
Yep.
You can see this on Standout Stars as well on YouTube. You can also go to eventraptor.com
Mhm.
and sign up there. That's where you need to start. Go to eventraptor.com, sign up there, and then come on in and watch these. So don't miss it. We've got some great speakers today.
Absolutely. All righty, let's bring the man of the hour to the stage. Ha, Shiraz. How are you?
I'm okay. You know me, usually just calm, kind of a little bit depressed.
He
Yeah,
said that,
never.
but in person, he has a whole different aura, I promise. Hey, Shiraz.
He has a whole different aura period that
Oh,
he can play. He can pretend if he wants. All right. Well, Tony, we're going to bring you back up in just a few minutes. And Shiraz and I are going to have a little fun here. Is that okay?
oh, have fun. Shiraz, I love you. Good to see
Love you
you
too.
again.
Good seeing you.
Bye.
Well, Shiraz, welcome to the week of kindness, my good friend. How are you this morning? You doing good?
I'm doing okay. You saw how, I was just so calm in the green room as you were
Yeah.
talking.
Yes.
That's just how I roll.
Well, Shiraz, if there's nothing else, if he's nothing else, he's definitely not calm. I'm just kidding. So, Shiraz, for those that don't know who you are, I know you very well, and we've had some amazing opportunities to be on stages together and work together as well.
Mhm.
I want people to understand who you are, Shiraz, because you have a very interesting and transformational practice.
Okay. I don't know if I understand who I am, but we'll go for it. And so
Maybe I should help you today understand who you are. Do you?
maybe so I'm actually just a little bit tired after dancing and bouncing around in the green room just to try to get you to laugh on screen. But we'll see.
Listen. Well, we could play some more music and we could just dance and everyone could just watch us change our reality that way this morning. That's always a good thing to do. Have a
Dancing,
little fun and laugh a little right away in the morning.
dancing always shifts the matter. I wake up each morning, turn on the music, get in the shower, dance in the shower. Because why not start your day that way? Why not start singing and dancing
Yeah.
right at the beginning?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I always feel amazing afterwards. I'm like, this is a week of kindness, and the topic for my topic, anyways, is how to feel positive when the world feels negative.
Yes.
And so part of it is just making that decision to feel positive, like not getting up and going, oh God, here we go again, because you're going to be a lot more kinder when you start off and you're happy to begin with,
Isn't that true?
right? So yeah.
And it's a choice. Like that's the very first thing I think that we need to remember is it is a choice to be kind. It is a choice to be happy. It is a choice, right? To be angry or whatever
Mhm.
first thing in the morning if that's what you so choose.
Yeah.
So, but talk to us a little bit more about how do you didn't just wake up one day and say, "Oh, I'm just going to be positive and happy all the." Yeah, like I'm going to choose that. How did you get to this point where you were able to do this?
Actually, come to think of it, I did, but that's all part of the story. So let's.
Okay, well, tell us the story
Okay.
then.
So, uh, I mean, I started off in regular life, just going through school. I was going to university to become a doctor. I was actually a bodybuilder at the time. Um, yeah, I was like huge. I know it's hard to tell. I'm not huge anymore. But it's I was much bigger, and and then at the age of 22, I got rheumatoid arthritis.
Wow.
And I remember that moment when I was doing a bench press, and as I lifted my shoulder, I felt this pain, and I'm like, "That's not muscle pain. That's something else. That's something weird."
Hmm.
So I dismissed it, but then it happened again, and then finally I'm like, "Okay, I better check this out." And the doctor's like, "Yeah, you've got rheumatoid arthritis." And I'm like, "What?" And my mom, who had rheumatoid arthritis, was already in a wheelchair. So I'm like,
Hmm.
"What?" Within months, I was in intense pain in every single joint in my body.
Mm.
It got so bad that there were nights where I sipped my dinner through a straw because my jaw was so swollen and painful. I couldn't,
Mm.
right? And people may not relate to this kind of pain in their life, physical pain, but I had my life set out. I was going to be a doctor. I was fit. Everything was great. Have you ever had the situation where you've got the plan, you know you're going to get to that plan, and out of nowhere, bam, that plan is gone? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You are scrambling. You're wondering what's happened. What did I do to deserve this?
Yeah.
Why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
And of course, what am I supposed to do now? And I tried to get out of it, right? I tried medication, and whoever invented childproof caps for arthritic medication needs to be shot. Like,
Hmm.
get
Hmm.
through it.
Absolutely.
So they stopped doing that now. I found that now that you've got some regular caps for arthritic medicine. Thank you for listening to them. But it didn't work anyways. It worked for a little while and it stopped. I tried diets, supplements. I tried things that people recommend. This is what works for arthritis. Nothing worked.
Wow.
And it was almost 18 years before I met the person that changed my perception of reality.
Mm,
Right. So 18 years of this kind of suffering. I learned to tolerate the pain, but I was still going through my days, just constantly in pain.
absolutely.
So I flew to India. And because it was India, I expected them to do some sort of Reiki kind of like, well, we're going to heal you, Shiraz, right? And I wasn't into all this at that point, but I was ready for that at that point, right?
Yes.
Right? Whatever it takes, whatever it takes. But he didn't do any of that. All he did was talk to me for about 2 weeks. Right. And it was like being with a psychiatrist, only he wasn't trying to solve anything. He was just gathering information. Tell me this, tell me this. What happened here? And I'm like, okay. And then at the end of the 2 weeks, he looks at me and goes, Shiraz, you believe you're responsible for everyone in your life. No, I
Wow.
don't. No,
Right.
I don't. He goes, oh, I know you don't think you do. But from everything you've told me, you've created this belief that you need to be responsible for everyone in your life. I'm like, okay, I know I'm a responsible guy. I don't think I'm responsible for everyone. That would be ridiculous. And you're like, no, you're not a responsible guy. What are you talking about?
Well, oh, that definitely was not what I was thinking. I was thinking, yeah, that's me.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
what I was thinking was, I don't know what, we're getting a little sidetracked.
That's okay.
Not sure where you're at in the birth order or what happens, but where we're at. But there's usually at least one child in every family
Mhm.
that is the most responsible, or we take that role on, or we're placed in that role somehow by our parents. And like, it's interesting because I don't think I ever heard you ever say that you wanted to be a doctor, because that's actually what I wanted to be when I was in college. I was
Okay.
right, a medical researched, or a medical doctor or a research doctor. Now I'm a doctor of metaphysics, but that's a whole nother story. But I wanted to be a doctor then, right? And then different things happened and that derailed that whole process. But there's always one of us in the family, when there's multiple children in the family,
Mhm.
or the single child, that feels responsible for everyone else.
Yes.
Whichever child it is that appears to have the most promise or whatever, for
Mhm.
whatever reason, one of us is chosen to be that, and our parents don't realize they've done that, and we don't realize until someone shows us that we have that feeling.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And in my case, it wasn't that my parents put it on me. It was, I just made this decision at 8 years old.
Oh, you made it on your own.
Made it on my own that I
Wow,
need to
hey,
be responsible.
overachiever.
Yeah. Right. And so, like, so then he tells me this, and I'm like, okay, I am responsible. I don't think I'm responsible for everyone, but what's that even got to do with arthritis? There's no connection.
Right.
And he's like, oh, you don't want to be responsible for everyone. I'm like, yeah. And if you're lying in bed in pain, you don't need to be responsible for anyone, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. The arthritis isn't the problem. It's the solution to the problem you don't realize you have.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's messed up. So this decision I made at 8 years old, as I got to know more and more people, and more people came into my life, I got more and more responsibility on my hands, and it hit a tipping point at 22 where it's just like, nope, that's too many people. Let's just be in pain so no one will ask you to help them.
To do anything.
Yeah. And it's all on a false premise.
Wow.
All right. So I thought about it and I said, so if what you're saying is true, all I have to do is say I'm not going to be responsible for anyone but me, and the arthritis should go away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm expecting him to say, no, you're going to have to do this and this and this. And he's just like, yeah. And I'm like, what? He goes, if you truly believe it deep down that you don't need to be responsible, then the arthritis should just go away.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be responsible for anyone but me. And guess what happened in that moment?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, there was no miraculous healing?
No miraculous healing. However, back to what you said, did you wake up one day and decide to be happy? I woke up the next morning, no pain, no inflammation, more mobility. I could even breathe better. It was freaky.
So you literally did wake up one day
Yeah.
and decided to be happy.
Well, apparently while I was sleeping, my subconscious took in that thing. You don't have to be responsible. So by the time I
Wow.
woke up, I didn't need the arthritis anymore. It was just
Wow.
gone. Now the damage from the arthritis was still there. I've been repairing the damage over years in my body, but the arthritis is gone. And this is something that's really important because there's so many people out there looking for the miracle,
Right.
and not willing to go through the journey. Right.
Oh, we.
Repairing my body has been a journey. Actually, getting to that point of getting rid of the arthritis was a journey.
Yes.
But if all you're looking for the miracles, you tend to get nothing. If you're willing to go through the journey, however long that takes, you get miracles along the way.
I don't know. The children in the back, I hope they heard that. So if you you can't get, I'm going to paraphrase it because that's how I do. I'm going to put it out there. You're not going to get the miracle unless you're willing to go through the journey.
Yes.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen. We don't get to the places that we're at as healers, teachers, business people, entrepreneurs, whatever, without having gone through a journey.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. But that's also part of the reason we have this existence, isn't it? Is that we're meant to go through these journeys,
mm-hmm.
to learn or achieve or do whatever. We're here for the experience.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the whole thing. And the cool thing is when you've gone through that journey and learned enough in the journey, miracles start to accumulate. But the people that keep looking for the miracle and trying something else and looking for the miracle and trying, the journey hasn't been long enough, hasn't taken you through enough. So you don't get those things. You look at everyone else like, but I've tried this and I've tried this and I've tried this. I'm like, but did you try this and really go through it? Did you really stick with it and get what you needed out of it? Or was it, oh, this isn't working, let me try something else. Right? Now, there are times where you've joined something and it's absolutely the wrong thing for you. But a lot of times it's just that impatience makes you say, you know what? No, I'm going to stop. When you were at the cusp of a miracle.
I was thinking it's like those, the cartoons or the illustrations you see where someone's digging in a mine and they're digging through rock and there's this huge amount of gold or whatever treasure at the other side. And they get they're going like miles and they're this far away.
Yep.
And they give up and turn around and go right back out.
The term is 3 feet from gold.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So okay. So how do we then stay positive when the world feels negative? And I feel like that's like that negative could perhaps be the journey, right?
Yeah.
Is that the journey?
It can be, but here's what most people are doing is, and it's genetically put in there because when we were cavemen, if something bad happened, you do everything you can to make sure that doesn't happen again because you would literally die like that, right? So, but we're still functioning from that. So with me, I was trying to make sure I didn't feel guilty. And most people are trying to make sure something doesn't happen, that they don't become like someone or turn into someone or don't get hurt or whatever it is. And it's always something emotional. There's always an emotional component. And your brain prioritizes the avoidance of emotional distress over physical circumstances. So it's better to be in arthritis and in pain than to feel guilty. All right? It's better to not have a lot of money than to feel shame for having so much while others are suffering.
Wow.
Right? So it's all about avoidance. And when you stop trying to keep things from happening and just decide, well, I'm just going to do this. It doesn't mean that thing automatically happens. It just means you stop putting the effort in there and you go the other way. So I get up and I'm just like, I'm going to be positive today and wonderful miracles going to occur. I don't know how they're going to show up, but I'm just going to go through my routine and watch them unfold and stay happy. Now, you can't be happy all the time. It's humanly impossible. But for the most part, I stay happy. And here's the thing that most people don't get is whatever emotion you're in most of the time, your body wires you to be addicted to that emotion. Your cells actually create receptors to receive the chemicals associated for that emotion. So when you try to be happy or grateful or joyous, your body's actually going to go into withdrawal and try to get you back to frustrated or sad or angry. And you have to go through that withdrawal period until your cells change and say, oh, we're only going to get happy drugs. Now we're addicted to being happy. I am addicted to laughter. I laugh every single day. My body needs it at this point. And it's not like I go out and say, oh, I better laugh. This thing has happened. And I end up laughing.
So people are literally, so when we say someone is addicted to drama, right? The drama queen or whatever.
Yes.
Or why is this person always or why do we always treat toxic relationships? Either way can go either right. Why are we always, so we're literally addicted to, I'm assuming, the hormonal response that is put into our bodies as a result of the feeling, right? Like it's like we're addicted in some weird way, physiologically, I would imagine.
Yes, physiologically, we are addicted to these things. And most people don't get that. So when you try to change your life and you keep falling back to the old patterns, you think you've screwed up, but you've just gone into withdrawal. And when you start to get that awareness of like, oh, I got angry again, that's just the withdrawal. Let it go, go back to happiness. You'll stay longer and longer in happiness until eventually your body shifts. And then you're just happy. And that's how you can stay positive when the rest of the world is negative, because they're addicted to that negativity and you don't have to be.
You have to allow yourself, like you said, to go through that. I guess that to me, that final part of the journey is allowing yourself the compassion enough to release yourself from the pain, not be your own martyr.
Oh, yes. Right. And here's the thing, people can get addicted to martyrdom on top of the stuff that they're doing. So you can have these compounded addictions get you locked into where you are.
No, listen, those people that have seen me on my own in any space, no, I will tell you if it hits home, and that's a shirt that I have, you know. And we do get addicted to being, I can personally say, I don't even put up anybody else. Yeah, because for my entire life, just about, I've been a martyr in some way.
Yeah, stop it.
Don't do that. We're not doing that this morning. And we're not doing that this morning.
And here's something that a lot of people can relate to. Have you ever gone through a workshop, gone to a retreat, taken a course that's designed to change your life, and it did for a little while, and then you lost it?
Yep.
All that happened is you went through withdrawal. It's not that course didn't work. You went through withdrawal and ended up back where you were. When you recognize, oh, this is just withdrawal, let me just shift back. Yep. It's not that hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for the healers, Divinely Empowered Love says, yes, we willing to let go of what is familiar and step into that new paradigm of love, high vibrational feelings and emotions. That's perfect. I think for the healers and the coaches and even the teachers that are out there, mentors, whatever, if you're in that space of helping others with their personal development, we have to remember that our clients or students are going through the withdrawal. Because I think we sometimes take on, at least I do, maybe I'm the only one that takes this on, but, we feel a level of responsibility. And, sometimes we're like, well, why isn't this working? Why isn't that working? If you can build into your psyche or into your energy that these people are going to have to go through a level of withdrawal, and then take them through that, we'll see much better results on the back end, don't you think?
Yeah. And that's why I'm a reality interventionist. I intervene with your addiction.
Yes.
And I started this because I'd work with people and I'd get them a whole transformation in their life. And then they'd show up again like 9 months later and they say, I lost it. And it wasn't a lot of them. There was just a few, but I was trying to figure out, what is this? What's causing this? Yes. And I started looking into it. I'm like, oh, okay, we have to start accounting for that now.
Yeah, right? Absolutely. So Shiraz, as the reality interventionist that you are,
Mm-hmm.
um, and as kind as you are in this week of kindness, what levels of reality intervention? What do we have that we can help people today with that?
It's because you said the levels of reality intervention.
Oh God, I really went for too far. I mean, as a gift for
Okay.
those that have registered,
Ah,
what are we doing for them today?
oh, that's easy.
Okay,
I'm like, oh, I got to go through different levels. That was like, okay, we haven't got that much time.
I
I don't know
went
how many
deep.
levels there are. Right. Okay, so one of the things that is necessary in order to shift your neurons, get your body into a new state, is to hold a thought and feeling. It's not one or the other. You have to do both
Mm,
for 30 seconds or more. That's how long it takes to start rewiring the neurons. Most people can hold a thought for about 7 seconds
mm-hmm,
or less. so
mm-hmm,
so I actually created a series of audios that when you listen to them, train you to do exactly that. And the cool thing about them is you can sit and just listen to them in sort of like a meditative space, but you can also do them while you're out for a walk. You can do them
mm-hmm,
while you're eating or doing the dishes, because it's about focus and holding the thought and the feeling. And they
mm-hmm,
are short. They're 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and 12 minutes long.
mm-hmm.
So I do these every single day to get myself into that proper state. So now when I want to manifest something, it shows up fairly quickly, and it gets faster and faster the more I work with these things. So I'm giving that to everyone for free.
Oh my gosh. And guys, I can tell you, I was at your New Year's Eve
Mm-hmm.
event, and I'm sure Shiraz has said this before, but I really kind of first, like, honestly heard it. And then as I was on a 14-hour drive home from North Carolina, a couple days after New Year's Eve, so the second, I was practicing this in the car while my daughter was driving. Like literally practicing holding a thought, a particular thought in my mind for 30 seconds. I actually got up to about 45 seconds. And within 3 days, which I held in my brain manifested. And we had one of the best, for me, it was, enrolling a certain amount of clients, and we enrolled that amount of clients
Nice.
in that week. I still owe you money. Anyway, so
And
this works, guys. Go, and once you register for Week of Kindness, go and download these audios like today. Don't wait at
yeah,
all.
and just
Don't
quickly,
wait.
Olivia, yes, there is such a thing as toxic positivity. You cannot be positive all the time. It's actually unhealthy.
Well, very good.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We'll get into that another time on my
Because you're
platform.
going to go through emotions. You want to be positive
Yeah.
most of the
Okay.
time, but it's humanly impossible to be positive. If you try to be, bad things will happen. Let the negative emotions come out, process, and get out of your system quickly, so you can get back to positive.
Understood. All right. I will. We'll have that
So you're
discussion
like,
on my
no, that's not
platform one
right.
day. Okay. You guys, I want you to go and register for Week of Kindness, www.weekofkindness.com, and just do the free registration. You'll get access to that, the link to it. But then also, I want us to know that when we do the when you do the upgrade, right, to VIP, there's also another VIP exclusive that you're graciously giving us.
Yes. So Refuel Your Ambitions is a workshop I do the first Friday of the month from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. And in it, it's about exactly that. You don't realize how much your ambitions have come down through your life. And we get you back to a higher place of ambitions, which means you start to function higher, you get higher results, and everything amps up. Because when we were kids, it's like, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be an actor, I want to be a pilot. Now it's like, well, I hope I can get a job that just covers my bills. like the thing has come down for a lot of people, and
Mm-hmm.
we get you back up there, and the results go up to match. It's amazing what happens.
That's awesome. So they're going to be able to do that, get access to that for absolutely free, right?
Absolutely free.
If
Yes.
they do the VIP
Yeah.
option.
And we've had people come out of that class and have results right away.
And I've seen that happen, guys. I'm living proof that that happens on a regular basis.
Mhm.
Shiraz, this has been amazing, as always.
It's always fun
As
to play with
always.
you.
I know. I love this.
Yeah,
We'll have to do it again.
we will.
We were actually hosting a Wealthy Healer Summit in April,
April.
so you guys will get more information about that. And I'm sure we'll be playing in other spaces.
Absolutely.
Do you have anything you'd like to leave with us today?
Yeah, well, about being happy. Don't be afraid to be the happiest person in the room, because a lot of people treat happiness as a drug now. Like, what drugs are you on? What's wrong with you? It's right. But the happier you become, the happier you allow everyone else to become, because they're like, oh, we can do that. And they all rise up to you. So be
Yes.
the happiest person in the room.
Awesome. Shiraz, I know you've made me the happiest person. Well, you're probably beating me out, but what a wonderful start to the day. Thank you so very much. I so
welcome. Thank
appreciate
you.
you. You guys get the VIP package so you can watch this and rewatch it 365 days a year. Are you going to hang out? Because we're going to go watch Bill Walsh here in a second. You going to hang out with us?
I actually jumped out of a meeting with 2 7-figure coaches to come do this, and I have to get back into that meeting. So,
Okay, beloved. Okay, thank you so much. We'll let you go. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. We'll see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. Okay. He came for y'all. Okay, we are going to head right on over to Bill Walsh. Thank you guys for being here. I'm putting the link in the chat. You do not want to miss Bill Walsh's talk. It is going to help you remain solvent and thrive in an economy such as this, guys. Okay, head right on over, or if you're watching on Heart of Inspiration, it will redirect you over to that live. Okay, gang, we will see you soon. All right, take care. Bye. Wow, I hope you enjoyed that just as much as I did. Thank you so much for all of that great information. Hey, we're not done yet, so just relax. We're going to continue on with our next speaker in just a few moments.